I'm Yusuf Amun, and I will be discussing one major ethical and sustainability issue faced by Ryanair, a company with operations in over 40 countries and revenue exceeding 10 billion AUD in the previous 3 years. Today, I'll be drawing attention to Ryanair's impact on climate change and the environment. Ryanair claims to be the greenest and cleanest major airline in Europe. However, this claim is misleading and can be seen as greenwashing and contradicts their actual environmental impact. The company's low-cost business strategy, which promotes frequent and sometimes unnecessary air travel, fuels the problem and increases carbon emissions. The Sustainable Development Goal that is relevant to this issue is number 13, which states climate action and calls for urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. Ryanair's claim of being Europe's greenest and cleanest airline might appear plausible at first, given they have the lowest carbon footprint of 69 grams of carbon per passenger per kilometre. But upon inspecting their business model, it becomes clear there is more to the story. According to T&E Group, Ryanair is the seventh largest carbon polluter in Europe and is the first out of every airline, emitting a total of 9.9 million tonnes of CO2 emissions in 2019 alone. Ryanair's low-cost business model contradicts their targets of reducing carbon emissions, and their attention to keeping costs low has led to concerns they are greenwashing their operations in relation to SDG 13. While they assert that they are moving in the direction of sustainability, their actions do not always support this claim. It can be argued that Ryanair's emphasis on reducing costs and expanding their operations is incompatible with the objective of mitigating climate change. This raises questions about their authenticity of their efforts to promote sustainability and adherence to the UN Sustainable Development Goals. When assessing Ryanair's response to this problem, the company has made some efforts towards sustainability, such as purchasing more fuel-efficient aircraft, investing in cleaner fuels, and implementing carbon offsetting programs. However, Ryanair's continued expansion and promotion of unnecessary air travel undercuts these initiatives. In conclusion, Ryanair's claim of being the greenest and cleanest airline in Europe is misleading and contradicts the company's actual environmental impacts. The low-cost business model, which promotes frequent and often unnecessary air travel, aggravates the climate crisis by increasing carbon emissions. SDG 13 calls on urgent climate action to combat climate change and its impacts. And while Ryanair claims it's making efforts towards the goal, their actions do not always support this claim. The company's focus on reducing costs and expanding their operations is incompatible with the goal of mitigating climate change, raising significant doubts about the sincerity of their sustainability efforts and adherence to the UN Sustainable Development Goals. If Ryanair wants to help the world with its goal of reducing climate change, it must reevaluate its business practices and make sincere efforts in addressing its environmental impact. Thank you.